Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.
I know I haven't posted a video of this series in a long time. I was getting bored of the game, so I decided it was best for me to take a break and regain the motivation to keep making progress on the account while still having fun with it. I came to the point where I considered not playing Runescape all summer because I knew how fast I would get addicted again, and I didn't want to take up a lot of my summertime playing video games in general. That did not happen. I was playing all these other games, and when I became bored of those again, I logged back into RuneScape, and I was right. I did get addicted right away. I wanted to make all of this progress, and it was becoming the thing I did for most of my day, every day. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to play this game, and I have found a balance between RuneScape and the other things to do in real life. That was important for me, because becoming lazy is something I really don't want to do. Now, I don't have the exact stats that I was at before starting the making of this progress video, but I've made an absolute insane amount of progress on the account compared to the amount I made between the weekly episodes. I wanted to get back into making these videos, but I just couldn't figure out how to make this one. Eventually I decided on a video that is just me talking about the incredible amount of progress that I made in the 2.5 weeks of playing. One last thing before getting into the specific things I did on the account that have changed since last video. I finally started streaming RuneScape. I can't promise frequent streams, but I will occasionally stream while playing the game. I do plan on changing my internet identity from Royal Toxic to Sage Van Bureau entirely. It just makes more sense for me. That being said, the first change on the account was the name from Loot From This to Sage Van Bureau. So, getting into the specific progress that I made, the first thing I did when I logged back in was craft some urns. That got me to 91 crafting. And this is what I thought I was going to do with the entire first 2 weeks back. Just make a lot of money making urns. Then I got bored, and I wanted to get into combat. I finally got into it, so I went straight to dungeoneering. I got the level that I needed to have the amount of tokens I needed to buy the Charming Imp, and then I went to the Abyss. Starting at 53 attack, 62 strength, and 64 defense, I wore full rune with a rune halberd starting. I got all the way up to 90 attack and strength, and then 85 defense. After a short break of stopping, I went back for 90 defense because 85 just didn't look right. Getting these levels was driven by me wanting the ability to go to Vindicta and kill it efficiently. For that I needed better gear, so I set the goal to buy Drygore rapiers. As a streamer said, it was best for Vindicta, the best Drygore set for Vindicta. So for that I needed somewhere around 35 mil, so I started making money. I did various methods. The thought process I had going into it was tan your limit of all the hides, and then do Slayer until your GE limit resets. So I did that a couple of times, and then whenever I needed to AFK, I would get simple parts from disassembling either maple logs or yew logs. After a couple days, I obtained my Drygores, and I had my Bandos, and I was all ready to go to Vindicta, but I didn't go right away. When I found a partner who was a viewer in one of my streams, we killed 40 in that hour. I banked once, he didn't bank at all. It was only a 3 mil split, there weren't any really good drops, but it was my first time bossing at God Wars 2, which was a nice milestone. Next up, I wanted to finish the requirements for Prif finally. I just needed to get it out of the way. I wanted to do it. It was a goal for so long. I could do it. I don't know what came over me, but in 2 days I gained over 100 quest points and did quests including Plague's End, Template Sentiston, and Recipe for Disaster in those 2 days. At this point I started running low on membership, so I needed to make the money for a bond, which was no problem. I just did it using the same methods as before. Once curses and Prif were unlocked, I wanted to make some prayer progress and some Slayer progress. I did Slayer all the way from level 47 to 84. I got range from 47 to 88 through just Slayer. And I spent around 10 mil from Slayer drops on prayer to get up from 75 to 88. I need to go for 95 prayer still. But the route that I'm taking to make the money for 95 prayer isn't exactly linear. I wanted to kill Queen Black Dragon, so somewhere in that getting the requirements for Prif and doing quests and stuff, I needed to get 85 Herblore, or I needed to get some super anti-fires somehow to be able to get the Royal Crossbow. So about the time I hit 80 ranged, I went and started training, and then I got a Pulse Core boost and noticed that I could get a 7 level boost. From level 78, I could boost to 85 and make super anti-fires. So I immediately left, gathered the supplies, and waited for another one of those boosts. I didn't get another one of those for a while, but I got one, and I made somewhere around 20 super anti-fires. 4 dose. After getting those, I went to QBD and I got my Royal Crossbow so that I could finally finish off whatever range training I did. But I wanted to be able to kill the QBD well. And I knew on my other account that I could kill it pretty efficiently with War Priest and a tier 75 staff. So that meant if I had Subjugation and I had a tier 80 attuned crystal weapon, as you know, all my friends were telling me it's not worth it to spend the 200k tokens on a crystal or chaotic staff, I wanted to make the attuned crystal staff. I need to max anyway, that's the goal here. So I got 90 smithing. From 86, I went to 90 smithing using just gold bars. That was really painful, but I did it, and that ended up making me enough money to buy a Mazcab ability codex, which unlocked me the Corruption Blast ability, which allowed me to go into the Abyss, train magic from 88, I got it to, from Slayer, to 92. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go farther with the magic training. I'm thinking 95 before I start killing QBD. And then the other reason I wanted magic is because I'm most comfortable killing bosses with magic. Therefore, having a tier 80 staff and having subjugation will be good enough to kill bosses like Krill and QBD and, I don't know, Vindicta in a group. So to be able to make those attuned crystal weapons, I can claim a free attuned crystal weapon seed from some NPC after completing the Light Within quest, which is a quest after Plague's End. And to be able to do that, I need 80 Herblore. I already have 80 agility. I just trained that in the meantime through Terrorbird races that are happening right now and different Heffen agility course Voice of Saren hours. I only have those 2 requirements left to be able to do the Light Within quest along with the Meeting History quest. So once I do that, I'll be able to get a free attuned crystal weapon seed, make a staff, and then be able to kill QBD up until my super anti-fire stash runs out. So I probably won't go straight into killing QBD. I will probably attempt to get 85 Herblore first, which is really, I'm straying really far off the path of getting 95 prayer, but I feel as if 85 Herblore will help me unlock one really solid money making method that I can access. I can do it right now. I've killed QBD a few times on the account already, but I don't want to do it the way I'm doing it right now. I want to have a renewable source of super anti-fires. So I need to be able to keep the ones I have for Slayer right now, and then at some point be able to make them without boosts. So when I need a break from working on this, I'm working towards base 70 stats and everything but invention for now. And right now I'm only 2 thieving levels away and 1 hunter level away from achieving this. And in terms of long-term goals, maxing is still the big goal. Quest Cape is also a big goal. And I'm thinking my next 99, it might be a combat stat. I'm thinking it'll be magic or constitution. My next skilling 99, as of right now, I couldn't tell you. I'm thinking I want thieving at some point, but right now it's my lowest skill, excluding invention. But once you get to 93, I can do it at Prif, and I can just AFK to 99, so might start working on that. We'll see. But anyway, that's been it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.